never bored.
Tell me that once you did decide to come, tell me how was it once you started? I know it's sort of a bit of an effort going into the U district and parking and all of that, but how was your last semester here and the people you met and what sort of did you enjoy?
The first night was very interesting because we had to find a location, and that was we should have. Well, maybe I should have done more research first, but we almost had trouble finding it.
Well, you walk right by it. It's kind of hard to see the sign.
Yeah.
But we did kind of figure out a routine for taking the bus after the first week, and it's kind of nice having that regularity. And it's not that difficult. I mean, you'd think that it'd be difficult finding that time, but especially if you go on the weekends. Just stay for a few hours and be home before lunch.
Yes.
And because we were commuting, we got to count that time as part of our participation time, although we did spend a lot of time actually at the museum, too.
Yeah.
We got almost double what we needed as far as hours go.
Ah. Did you enjoy doing some of the interviews, for instance?
I found it very easy to write my paper because I had a lot of really interesting stories, and they just stuck in my mind. I didn't even have to look at my notes most of the time because I knew once I got started writing, I knew what I was going to write about. Because some of the stories were funny, or some of them were interesting, or some of them were just right on topic with something that Christina had been talking about, or something that I read in the book.
So it was it was easy to align it with your syllabus and your study.
Well, Christina wants us to use the topics from the book and from our classes, and I had so many stories that, enough of them fit those topics.
So good. So it was pretty close aligned to your syllabus that you were comfortable. You took enough information back from that.
Oh yeah, it all kind of directly related to the class because, like I said, the higher involved in everything.
Yeah.
They're involved in gender issues or about race. We had talks about that. Family. It's all about family.
So those were some of the 3 topics that you choose in the end. What topics were they again that you choose?
I chose gender, religion, and race because those are the social issues that the Baha'i seem to be very passionate about.
I chose intercultural interaction, gender, I think, and...
Was it marriage and kinship or something?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
And material culture.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a museum and it's full of things.
Yeah.
But I actually ended up writing about something different than I expected to, because it's not always about the museum. But that's one of the things that I learned when I was here.
Yeah.
It's the people.
It is about the people.
It's about the people. So tell me a little bit, what sort of would stand out in your mind? Let's say 10 years from now and you look back on the few days you spent here. What stood out, in your opinion, with the people that you met?
What we talked about. It's not necessarily specifically what we talked about, but the ideas, because I don't think ideas ever really die, like the Berlin Wall, because what's that you call, like, every year, the anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall fell during the quarter, and...
In October.
Yeah, in October, and you
That
think
was the
about,
25th anniversary of it, yes.
And you think about what that stood for and why it happened, and the idea of freedom, of safety, and the idea doesn't really die, and I think that's what I'll remember.
So would you recommend to other students to consider taking the museum as one of your study projects?
I would recommend it. It might seem kind of like it's almost the same culture and maybe there's nothing to write about, but I did find a lot of interesting things to write about.
So something was unique enough that you felt that it sort of, according to your, according to your study, that was
even
interesting.
Though everyone here speaks English.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, there's always events to go to, so, I mean, if religion isn't necessarily what you want to focus on, you can go to music events or There are all kinds of things.
Did you write your paper about religion?
No, I didn't. I wrote about the involvement in social issues.
Yeah, we didn't, even though you would think Baha'i is a religious topic, we didn't write about religion.
Aha,
Neither
okay.
of us.
No.
Aha, okay.
So it's more the moral basis and ideas, concepts behind the religion, or that the religion supports.
Yes,
Does
yes.
that make sense?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you, and I promise you we wouldn't make this very long, but I want to thank both of you for coming back, because school is out, and here you brought us some beautiful flowers today. That was very, very thoughtful of you, and I'm hoping, Dominique, that we maybe see you again next semester, if all goes well, and hopefully might even see you back for another visit here. So I want to thank both of you. Today is what, January 3rd, and
Happy New Year, everyone.
2015, and Happy New Year, and thanks both of you for being willing to do this. Bye.